A few months ago, I did a video called 5 Problems in a 55 and Over Community. Well, since then, I have had so many awesome comments that I wanted to incorporate into version 2 of the 5 Problems with 55 and Over. And you are going to be surprised to hear what these are. And it starts right now. Hi, I'm Maria Wells, broker owner of Lifestyle Realty Group here on the Treasure Coast of Florida. Well, when I did my first video, the 5 Problems of 55 and Over, click up here to see it, I got so many great comments from many of my viewers that I had to put version 2 together. And I'm going to take a more in-depth look of what really goes on in a 55 and over community. So number 1, it's a real life Peyton Place. Except for those of you that might remember watching Peyton Place, you could turn the television off. This you can't. There's infidelity, drinking, all sorts of things that go on, and it doesn't stop. It moves from one person to another person, so it's always an ongoing saga. Number 2, many have too much time on their hands that they're in your business. And let me say to you that I had a home that was listed in a 55 and over. And there were some things that went on in that home. And every time I had a showing, these neighbors couldn't wait to tell a prospective buyer of what was wrong in the home. And I'm not saying anything structural with the home, but just what went on with the people living there. What do you think happened? It sold for a lower price because the neighbors wouldn't stay out of the business of selling this home. Then when it sold, I get a phone call. And it's a very unhappy neighbor that we sold it for less. I said, we tried in this hot market to sell it for months, but every time we had a prospective buyer, you made sure you said something which lowered the value of not only that property, but yours until new sales go on. Number 3, if you're a single man, beware. The ratio of men to women is 3 to 1. So single men, if you want to be absolutely bombarded with single women, then maybe this is the place for you. Number 4, the homeowners association is pretty strict. You can't even plant a flower without getting permission. So if you do something wrong, the homeowners association is all over you. But if you need to get a hold of the homeowner association, like to find out rules and regulations or something, they never call you back. So number 5, because you can't put anything on the outside of your home or do things that might attract people to see it, they have very low crime because there's basically nothing to steal. Number 6, in condos, there's no car washing, no motorcycles. Now, sometimes they will have certain areas you can put them in, and also car washing, they might have a certain area for that. But other than that, even sometimes vehicles that we would think are common ones to be able to have, such as SUVs and stuff, they have to have certain size restrictions to be able to be in these 55 and over communities. Some of these cons may not be cons to some of you. They might be pros because you like the restrictions and how it keeps your property value up. However, if you have never lived in one of these, I think it's important to be aware of what can happen. Now, 55 and over homeowner associations tend to escalate the power of the homeowner association just due to the fact of what I just mentioned. There's so much time on their hands and they love getting in the neighbor's business. So make sure you look at every angle before purchasing. Some of them are wonderful and great communities, but just be aware. Happy house hunting.